What is going on, everybody? I'm Parla, and I'm currently sat with Dexter and Tessis of Heroic. Boys, how are you doing?
Doing great. Great result. Happy to be in playoffs, and let's see how far we can go.
And Dexter, what about yourself?
I mean, we already had one interview with you yesterday. I still feel amazing. Now just realizing that we need to do a lot of work and slowly getting myself to be prepared for that.
Yesterday, you guys only had one chance remain. Let's talk a bit about that win. From your perspective, I guess Tessis first, how did that final elimination game go?
Well, went pretty good, right? We started out really well, and then we had a really rough second map and came back on the third. Overall, it was pretty good, and I felt 90% of the game that we were fully there and we did all our things correct. And I actually think we played some really amazing CS, and if we can just bring some of that in the next games, it's going to be looking good for us.
Dexter, you guys had to beat the current major champions, Na'Vi. Was that an extra cherry on the top of the qualifying for top 8 cake?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot for me, and I think for the rest of our team as well, because they're not only the previous major champions, but also I think they're one of these teams who succeeded a lot in this year. We had a talk one day before that match. I just wanted to share one of the thoughts, and one of them was basically that we have a really rough road to qualify to playoffs. That's true, but you can't say to yourself after that oh, it was tough, that's why we didn't qualify. That's why it's really important to win whoever you're gonna meet, because as I'm saying, and I will always, I think, gonna say that, doesn't matter who you're gonna face, but if you wanna win the major, you need to beat everyone who is there. And for us to qualify and beat the team who is in my eyes, they have number one in this year by winning a lot of tournaments. To qualify, to beat them, it means a lot for me, and I am actually super proud of every one of us that we managed to do that, and we did it. In my eyes, we did it perfectly.
Is this mindset key going into playoffs, that no matter which team is ahead of you, you have to believe you can beat them?
Yeah, for sure. You have to have the confidence in yourself and in your teammates to be able to win the major, and if you don't have that, it's just not going to work out. Maybe you'll be able to get a good result, but to be major champion, I believe you have to have the confidence and the belief in yourself and in your team. And I feel like in the past 2 months we have been able to build that together.
What about the overall journey so far across the RMRs and then into the elimination stage that we just played?
I think at the RMR we didn't have the hardest teams to play against, so no matter what, we kind of had to qualify for the major, at least looking from our own perspectives. The elimination stage was completely another game, and also with the crowd, and got a lot of valuable experience together as a team in front of the crowd, and we got a feeling of how it is actually to play here. And even though it's maybe only a couple of thousand people, the arena was crazy, and you could hear the crowd, you could feel the crowd in every single step of the way in the game. And I can only imagine it being double as much when we get into the big arena, and you just have to be ready for that.
But I have to ask, general expectations, how far do you think you can go in the stadium?
We have visualized this, Abdul. We visualized before we went into the elimination stage, or after losing to Mongols more likely. Last tournament we lost to Mongols in the final, and now we are in the opposite bracket, and our mental coach told us a story from back when they won the Olympic gold, and they were in the plane and visualized they would go first to the quarterfinal, but then when they got there they want to go to the semi-final, and then want to go to the final, but it had to be against France, and they never won against France. And then they played France in the Olympic gold medal, and they won it. So we'll do the same here, and we want Mongols in that final, and we want to win against them.
That's pretty damn cool. Guys, all I can say is I wish you the best of luck. An absolute pleasure to talk. It's been awesome to watch the journey so far, and looking forward to seeing you guys in the arena. Dexter and Tessis, best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.